Hello, my name is Jack Northcutt with team number 10, Project 19, the solar system designer. I'll first open up Taiga for you. We're in the middle of our sprint, and this is because our sponsor likes to have our sprint finished the day before a meeting so he can have a day to review our stuff before our meeting, and which is normally on a Wednesday. Um, but the overall objective of the sprint was to try to get physics integrated, and what you can see is it's almost complete with the physics side. Hopefully by the fifth, our physics will be completely implemented, at least the basic structure of it, and we can add in objects and see those objects orbit around each other with gravitational force and no rotation scripts. You can see here we got UI menus and what this user story is, and also each user story too, just that's a short name, and we have our statement at the bottom. But what our user story is our menu items with varying screen sizes. Our text would get skewed and changed. So our sponsor suggested a fix for that. So we've been making little updates to that, along with some restructuring of a help menu and closing the screen and different things like that. Unity hierarchy restructure. What this is basically from the previous sprints. We've had a lot of different people making a lot of different things within the scene and within other things like that, which caused kind of a little confusion where things were at. So we wanted to get that kind of structured in a way it wouldn't mess anything up, but be easier to understand. UI body restructure. This was just the sponsor suggested we get a particle effect going when a new object is inserted into the simulation, and so basically the sponsor wants just to see some kind of like particle effect when a object enters. The camera controls, we had camera controls done, but the sponsor suggested that we switch those controls to a different format. We had our controls inverted, which felt naturally to most of us, but the sponsor said from a user experience, it'd be better flopped around. So Tim was in the process of reorganizing that. And then also the CAPI integration, which is the API we are working with, the Smart Barrel platform. And this was just to, we created a new hierarchy of bodies, such as visual body, physics body, and CAPI body. So this is going to, we had to make some updates to that as well. Now I'll show you some Unity stuff. Close that. So we can see right from the start, once this loads, we get this nice little cool particle effect because these planets just entered the simulator. It has a little effect now. And we could also add an object. And you can see the text down here as well. If I go to our site that has the old build on it currently, we can check this out, and you'll see how the text kind of looks on this. And we update this build at the end of the sprint. But you can see nothing had a particle effect. And then when we click Add Object, the name gets jumbled. You can't see it because it gets cut off and stuff like that. This will be updated at the end of the sprint. And here it is. We could enter a name of a planet, and we'll just type 500. This will basically put a planet larger than the sun. So we'll kind of zoom out. This will put a planet larger than the sun on top of the sun because we're giving it the 0, 0 position. And if I do insert, you get this crazy particle effect that lets you know a new planet has arrived. But currently, the physics hasn't been applied. It's almost done getting applied, but not just yet. All the back end stuff for the physics has been completed. We're just working on completing the hierarchy of inheritance we got set up, so all the Cappy and everything can see everything can see everything at the same time. Now I just kind of wanted to show you what the different camera controls and the menu changes were. You can see here the main scene is a lot different than it was before. Everything's kind of organized in this, and this number here is from a Cappy instruction, but you can see we got it kind of organized so it's a lot easier to understand. And here in the camera controls, now when I push right, it goes right. When I push left, it goes left. And up and down are a lot faster, and you can pan and move a lot easier now, which is something. And the controls now are not inverted, which is something that the sponsor required. And I'll show you what we have going on for physics at the moment. And so here is the progress of the physics. We're just having shown 2 planets right now, and you can see that some of the calculations need some adjustment because Jupiter is disappearing on us. He's running away. So that might just be a negative value swapped error, but we do have planets moving without there goes Jupiter. We do have planets moving without any default like rotating scripts. It's moving based on physics, just incorrect right now, but this we still have a few days left in the sprint to get the bugs worked out of that. Thank you. That's all.